Can we take every thought captive? I was just talking with my son. We were standing outside a grocery store today, and I'm standing there for hours, and I love that. But he shared this idea of something he read in the Bible that talks about taking every thought captive. And he was talking about the idea of, guarding our hearts and letting the certain thoughts come into us that we take captive and we decide whether that's something that's going to bring life or not. And I love that concept, and I love the way he illustrated it. And as I was on my way home, I was realizing, oh, there's a lot of thoughts that just come into my mind, and I start chasing, and I start losing my peace. And I'm getting taken away from joy and peace, and my mind's just coming up with this could be and that could be. And so I just started, look, what am I thinking about that created that negative emotion or that lack of peace? I'm like, is that true? No. I took it captive, examined it, and realized, no, that's not true. Why do I want to waste time with something that's not true? If it's true, it will bring peace, it'll bring rest, it will work within us. But there's so many stories running around and so many voices trying to get into our minds to tell us to be afraid, tell us that something's wrong. But when we get into our right mind, it's peace. The mind that is of the Christ, the love, it brings peace. It takes us out of judgment. It allows us to rest. And there's another, I remember reading one time that Jesus said, it wasn't Jesus, it was somebody writing about Jesus, but I liked it. It was that think on these things that are true and good and pure and holy, and you'll have peace that passes understanding. And so to take the time to really examine our thought life, to take time and maybe even examine and be aware of how you're feeling, and then wonder, what was it I was just thinking? Oh, yeah, I'm worried about that, or I'm afraid something. And most of the stuff we think about, we're making stuff up, and it probably won't even happen. So if we can learn to take every thought captive, examine it, if it doesn't bring peace and joy, let it go. If it brings peace and joy, ponder it, go there, and bring peace back to our lives. Thought for the day. If this resonates, give me a like, give me a follow.